Today we're taking a look at some text editors. On the screen here I have pulled up on this side, on the left hand side, a editor called Helix or Helix. You start it by HX is the command, and you can open up a file like that. You can download it. On my computer you download it, sudo apt install HX. Is how you install this text editor, and it's supposedly similar to the Vim editor, inspired by another editor that I can't pronounce, Kakoune. But the Helix is, I've seen a few articles lately on Hacker News that's talking about this Helix or Helix text editor, so I wanted to give it a try to see, and I like it for a long point, but there's one thing that I have not been able to figure out how to do. So on this side I've got Vim. Okay, so I'm going to open up Vim with a text file. So here's Vim with a text file open, and I got Helix with a text file open. I'm going to show you what I can do in Vim that I cannot do, and I cannot figure out how to do this in Helix. Now let me go on to say that I have already installed a bunch of key bindings in Helix that make it more like Vim, so maybe I should show that first here before I do this. So let's take a look at the configuration file. So this is the configuration file I've got for Helix. I've got it soft linked to the proper place in the home folder under .config, but this is my repository copy of the configuration file. It's usually just called config.toml, and so I call mine helix-config.toml. But anyway, so I've got a bunch of key mappings here that I copied from somebody else's repo to get it to be more like Vim. I can't remember who I copied all this from now. I wish I had made a note. But all these key bindings here are from somebody else that I copied so that I could use Helix more like the Vim text editor. If anybody's interested, I'm sure I can go back and find where where I can send you a link to my .files. Yeah, so see, this is all. He said visual mode, specific muscle memory. This is from Vim to make Helix act more like Vim. So anyway, that's that. But what I wanted to look at today, so I'm going to pull up a file here. I'm going to show you what I can do in Vim that I cannot figure out how to do this in Helix. So let's say we go to a certain date, like October the 12th, and I'm going to do a visual select. Then I'm going to do a forward search to October 13th. And so that you see that automatically visually selects everything from October 12th all the way down to October 13th. Now if I try to do that on this one, let's go to October 12th. I do a visual select, then I do a forward slash to do the search, and then I do October 13th, and as you can tell, it dropped my selection. I no longer have a selection anymore. So in Vim, I can do a visual selection, then a search, and maintain my visual selection. But in Helix, if I do a visual selection like this, and then do a search, it unselects it. It'll search for the next thing, but it unselects the selection. And that's kind of what would be very handy for me, because I do a lot of visual selections and then fast forward searches to get to a next pattern, and then select large groups of text so that I can paste into another file. So that's my problem that I'm having right now, and I'm just wondering if anybody's out there that knows how to do that. Maybe they could drop me a comment or something. And I'm going to keep searching to see if I can't figure that out. But that's one of the problems so far that I've run in with using Vim and Helix, is that I can't do a visual selection and a forward search and maintain my selection while I do search for the next pattern. That's it for today. This wasn't really so much a how-to video as just a problem that I'm working on trying to resolve, because I'm interested in this Helix text editor. It's spelled Helix, Helix. I'm interested in this editor, but it's just there's some things that I can do in Vim that I cannot do, and some of these things is part of my regular workflow that I can't replicate over in this other editor. Subscribe to the channel, share the video, like, click notifications. Thank you very much.